Hello everyone. So I'm Aruna. I'm going to discuss few details about integration of FI with MM and SD. Now I'm in slide number 2. This is our agenda. Now we are going to discuss what is MM FI integration and what exactly is integrated. Okay, in FI, what is integrated with MM? Okay, so movement types, transaction case, valuation modifier, valuation classes, general modifier. All these are the basics, okay, which are part of integration. And then what is SDFI integration? What are the prerequisites in order to have FISD integration and process of account determination? All this we are going to see now. I'm in slide number 3. Now, basically, if you see MMFI integration, FI means financial accounting module, MM means material management module. So both are different modules. So how these are integrated, that is what we are going to discuss now. Now, why these have to be integrated? In FI, account postings are there, okay? Accounting entries will be posted. And in MM, if you see, we are creating the purchase order, we are creating the goods receipt, we are creating the invoice receipt and raw material consumption. So from all these except purchase order, accounting entries will be generated automatically and posted in FI ledger. Okay, so how these are generated, these accounting entries? Accounting entries are generated automatically. In SAP, wherever you have the automatic postings, there you will be able to see automatic account determination. Automatic account determination means you are telling SAP whenever so-and-so posting is happening, these are the GL accounts to be picked up. That is how we are telling SAP. Okay, so at that particular posting time, system will be picking those particular GL accounts. But in SAP, so many processes are there. So each and every process, if you see, how system will know, how SAP system will know, in this process, these are the GL accounts to be picked. And in this process, these are the GL accounts to be picked. That is with the help of the transaction key. Okay, so all these we are going to discuss now. Now, goods receipt, just now I told you, goods receipt means we will be, having a GL posting. So that will be happening from MIGO transaction code, invoice receipt, MIRO transaction code. Okay, so when all these are performed, the postings will be generated automatically. Now you can see the GL accounts here. These GL accounts will be picked by the system automatically. Now I'm in slide number 4. Now business transaction, movement type and transaction key. See, these are the ones which will help you in determining the GL account automatically. That means system will be checking, okay, this is the movement type. When this is the movement type, this is the transaction key. When this is the transaction, key, so and so GL account has to be picked up. That is how system will be knowing. Okay. Now, let us see what a business transaction is. Business transaction refers to the nature of the activity. What activity? Suppose I purchase the raw material. That is one activity. I sold the finished goods. That is one. Okay. I sent the goods to the customer. That is one. I received the goods from the vendor. That is one. Okay. All these are the business activities. Now, movement type. Movement type is actually some number. Okay. Like number 101, 201, like this, it will be present. Now, these movement types, most of the movement types are system defined. That means SAP itself has defined so many movement types. Now, when this movement type, one business transaction will be having some specific set of movement types. Okay. So now if you see business transaction, goods receipt, you're receiving the goods from the vendor. Now, 101 movement type, it is goods received against a purchase order. Okay, so one business transaction will be having some set of movement types. And now this movement type will trigger the GL account. How? Against this movement type, one transaction key will be present. Okay, so you are assigning movement type to the transaction key. Now, transaction key, what it is doing for the line item in the accounting document. Line item means what? Line item means, let me go to the previous slide. This is one line item, the inventory account, and this is another line item. So for each and every line item, one transaction key should be present. Okay, now transaction key will determine, okay, this is the GL account in this line item. This is the GL account in the next line item. That is how it will determine. So for the line items in accounting document, GL account is picked on the basis of the transaction key. So that means for the first line item in inventory account, one transaction key should be present. For the next line item, GRIR, another transaction key should be present. Like that, based on the transaction keys, the GL accounts will be picked by the system. Now, these are few of the transaction keys. Some hundreds of transaction keys are present, but as a part of our syllabus, we will be discussing what transaction keys that will be asked in interviews, and also what transaction keys you will be facing in real time. Okay, so those if you learn, that is very much enough. Okay, so standard transaction keys we will be discussing, at least 10 to 15 number of transaction keys we will be discussing as a part of syllabus. Okay, or maybe a little bit more than that. Okay. Now, OBYC is a transaction where the automatic account determination will be done. Okay, so GL accounts are assigned to the combination of the valuation classes and account modifier. Now, what are these? Valuation class means what? Account modifier means what? Valuation class means it is a group of some set of inventory. Now, let me tell you how you can group. Suppose raw material is there. Okay, I'm buying raw material from my vendor. Only one type of raw material is present in real time? Not at all. Okay, in a manufacturing company, if you see, so many types of raw material can be present. Okay, which will be which will be varying in their color, model, size, or whatever it is on the nature. Okay, so valuation class, for each type of material, I can have one valuation class. Okay, raw material type 1, one valuation class. Raw material, another type of raw material, another valuation class. For finished goods, another one, like that. So for a type of material, I can have one valuation class. An account modifier means what? Account modifier means, see, it's defined here. We are going to discuss that, what an account modifier is. First, let us see movement type. So all these are the movement types which will be triggering the account postings, FI account postings. Okay, all these are the standard ones. You need to remember, you need to by heart. Okay, all this. And we will be discussing this. Apart from this, so many other movement types are there, which we will be discussing as a part of our syllabus. Transaction key. So just now we discussed transaction key means it will be having the GL account assigned to it. Okay, and this transaction keys are line item wise. Okay, so these are few, but apart from these, few other transaction keys also we will be discussing as a part of syllabus. Now, valuation modifier. Valuation modifier means what? So in order to discuss this valuation modifier, we will have to discuss what valuation area is. Valuation area means what? Valuation area means at which level you are doing the valuation of the material. Valuation of the material means what? You valuate a material. Okay. What material you evaluate? You evaluate finished goods. So this valuation of the material is done at what level? That is called the valuation area. So it can be done at company code level, which is a legal entity, or it can be done at plant level, which is a factory. Now, how do we know which level is followed? Usually, when the price of the material is the same across all the plans, then we will be taking company code as a valuation area. Otherwise, if the price of the material is not same across all the plants, for each plant it is differing, in those cases we will be taking the plant means a factory, we'll be taking the plant as a valuation area. Now these valuation areas, if you see, okay, when plant is taken as a valuation area, if in my company, okay, 10 number of plants are there, so 10 different valuation areas. Now if at all I would want to follow same set of GL accounts across all valuation areas, then I will have valuation grouping code, which is also called a valuation modifier. So valuation modifier is also called valuation grouping code. Okay, so whenever I create a valuation grouping code, it means what? I would want to use same set of GL accounts across all the 10 number of plans. Okay, so that is why I said we will be discussing account modifier later. This is what we will have to discuss. One concept you will have to discuss before we would want to know what account modifier is. So we discussed valuation area. Okay, now valuation modifier. So this is what we discussed just now. If valuation area is set as a company code, so just now I told you valuation area means it could be company code or a plant. If it is a company code, then the price of the material in all the plants, okay, here I mentioned 3, but it is across all the plants. If the price of the material is the same across all the plants, then in all the plants, okay, material will be posted to same set of GL accounts. Valuation area is set as plant, then material price in each plant can be different. And material can be maintained using a separate set of GL accounts. So here for all the plants, same GL account. Here you can use a separate set of GL account. But even though across all the plans, if at all you would want to use the same set of GL accounts, then you will have to create a valuation group. Okay. Now, next slide. All the plans are assigned to the same valuation grouping code. Valuation grouping code is also called valuation modifier. Okay. So why we will have to create this valuation grouping code? Suppose for one plant, when the valuation area is plant, okay, and I'm having 10 number of plants in my company. For one plant, suppose I'm creating 100 number of GL accounts. Now for all the other 9 remaining plants, I will have to keep creating 100 different GL accounts for each plant, right? Now, if at all I create a valuation grouping code, then I'm reducing the GL accounts creation. Okay, so if at all I create a valuation grouping code, I will be placing all the plants under the same valuation grouping code. All the plants placed under the same valuation grouping code can have same set of GL accounts. That means I'm reducing the creation of the GL accounts. If I not creating this one, okay, then each plant 100 GL accounts. 100 into 10, 10 means 10 number of plants is equal to 1000 GL accounts. Okay, if at all I'm creating this, then once plant is having 100 number of GL accounts, those 100 number of GL accounts only can be shared across all the plants. So I need not create 1000 GL accounts. Okay. So this is the purpose, everyone. Kindly remember this very, very important concept. Now, valuation class. So valuation class means one type of material will be placed under one valuation class. And this is also used in automatic account determination. And this will be assigned in the material master data. Okay. Material master data will be created by persons for raw material. It will be created by SD persons in case of finished goods. Now this is the material master. This is where you assign the valuation class. This is SAP screen. Now valuation level, this is how we set up whether we would want to have plant or company code. 99.99% it will be plant only. By standard, it is plant only. Now general modifier. Stock of a material owned by a company is an asset to the company, of course. Okay, either the raw material or the finished goods, all these are treated as stock only. So these are assets to the company. All this inventory is the asset to the company. So valuation area defines the organization level at which materials are valuated. So that means valuation area means at which level you would want to valuate the material. That is the valuation area. Now, plant level or company code level. Okay, why plant level, why company code level? Just now we discussed, it is depending upon the price. Okay, so this setting, that means this particular setting is done at which transaction code we export it. Okay, so general modifier will help you to post to different GL accounts with the same transaction key. Okay. Now, Sdf integration. Hope you all understood about FIMM integration. Now we are going to discuss FISD integration. SD stands for sales and distribution. That means it is related to finished goods. So automatic generation of accounting document. Again, okay, we saw that automatically posted documents. Okay, we will be seeing in MM. Here also the same thing. Okay, the documents will be posted automatically. FI related postings are automatic postings. So automatic generation of accounting document due to sales activity is referred to as SDFI integration. So all these are present: sales order, picking, packing, loading, dispatch of the goods. Bill means invoice is being sent to customer. Okay. So in the customer invoicing level, what is the accounting entry? Okay. All these you will be able to see here. Now, next. So since goods are moved, hence material document is created. Material documents will be created wherever goods movement is involved. Okay. So correspondingly, one FI document also gets generated. Okay. So GL account for inventory account is picked from OBYC. Whether the inventory is raw material or finished goods, OBYC will only take care. GL account for COGS is picked from OBYC setting. COGS is what? Cost of goods sold. Okay. Now, inventory account and cost of goods sold is always valued at standard cost of the material. Okay. So this is the formula: amount calculated is equal to quantity into standard cost. Now, in detail about SDF integration, actually, 99% of the configuration steps in FIMM integration will be done by MM consultant, and 99% of the configuration steps in FISD integration will be taken care by SD person only, SD consultant. Okay, so our role, okay, that means, FICO consultant role will not be there in the configuration in integration, but any issue is there in the accounting documents posted automatically, then definitely we will have to do all the analysis and check. Okay, so in SD, you will be having the condition type, account key, all these will be there. Condition types are the ones which will capture the cost at the purchasing order level or sales order. So this condition type is not only just the part of SD, but also part of MM. Okay. So sales order pricing procedure is determined depending upon the combination of customer sales order type and sales area. This is referred to as pricing procedure determination. So this pricing procedure is the one which is determining how the price have to be calculated for the material. Okay, so pricing procedure determination will be done by MMSD consultants only. FICO person need not worry about the pricing. Okay, what all we will have to do is whether the accounting entry is getting generated correctly or not. Now, prerequisites, that means what is needed for the integration, FISD integration. The material master for the finished goods, customer master data should be created at sales area level, and condition records, which will be storing all the amounts in it. Pricing procedure, which will be determining the price, and the GL accounts, obviously. Okay. Now, material master, here you can see account assignment group. So all the finished goods, okay, of one type will be having one account assignment. Another type will be having a different account assignment. So this will determining in a GL account for the inventory. Now, customer master has to be created at sales area level. It is also having account assignment group. Okay. So all one type of customers have to be assigned to one account assignment. Pricing procedure. So, some name has been given to the pricing procedure and what all details in the pricing. All these will be given. Price, customer discount, tax, cash discount, all these. Okay, internal price and all. So pricing procedures are used to define the valid condition types for pricing calculation. So as I told you, this configuration will be done by SD consultant only. Here you are assigning the account keys. Account keys or transaction keys, both are the same. Account keys have to be decided by FI person, FI consultant. Okay, so kindly remember the account keys used. Now, condition record for each condition type in the pricing procedure. Condition records are used to specify factors like customers, materials, etc. Okay. So these condition records store the price for various combinations. This can be created in VK13. Kindly remember, condition records are created by SD consultant only. FI person never touches it. This transaction. Any transaction starting with V, that means it is related to sales. Any transaction starting with M, then it is for MM, material management. Now, the slide GL accounts. So we will have to create the GL accounts. Who will be creating the GL accounts in real time? GL accounts is a master data. Okay, master data will be handled by the end users in production system. In development and quality, the consultants can create the master data, but in the production system, only the end user have to create. Process of account determination in FISD. Okay, so many will come into picture in this automatic account determination. The condition type, what chart of accounts, what is the sales organization, customer account assignment group, and material. Material means here finished goods. Okay, and lastly the account key. Account key is also called transaction key. So all these play a vital role in the automatic account determining. Okay, so hope you all have understood this. So this is about FISD and FIMM, just the basics. Okay, so this is Aruna signing off. Thanks a lot, everyone.
Like, subscribe, and press the bell icon.